Hello, OMS family. I have just been given a couple emails to do a quick video on how to fill out a PBIS referral, and I'm happy to help. So I was going to show you as quick as I can just how to fill out a PBIS referral. Keep in mind the Infinite Campus is where you go for regular referrals that you would like to go to administration because the behavior could not be adjusted or controlled in the classroom. But this is also where you go for a PBIS referral. The difference is a regular referral, administration will see and address. A PBIS referral, administration will disregard or push off to the side, and the PBIS committee once a month will use that data to address needs in our school and how we can be proactive with these needs to help our school year and behavior be more successful. So to start with, we're going to go to Infinite Campus. We're going to sign in. And then I'm going to change my view from instructional view to tools. Okay, and then here under behavior, you see behavior referral. Okay, this is where I'm going to click new, and you see these options pop up. Yes, we are asking to fill out a little bit more this year, which I know gives a few exhales, but I appreciate you. And in order to be proactive and instead of reactive, we need to collect data, specifically the respect, the date of the incident, the time. So there's just a couple more things we're asking you to fill out versus last year. So under title here, okay, is where you're going to write PBIS. This is important. PBIS again means the PBIS committee will see it and the office will ignore it. It doesn't mean it's not important, but it's more to change our behaviors and address the needs of our school versus a more severe behavior that needs to be addressed more immediately. So if it is a regular referral, you're going to write disrespect or whatever in this line. If it's PBIS, okay, maybe it was also still disrespect, but it's more for documentation. But again, PBIS means it will go to the PBIS committee and we will address it once a month. All right, this is the two new things this year that are extremely important. We need date of the incident. Okay, so I might be on the 19th, and we're just going to keep 8:44 a.m. because that's when it happened. But you could change it here. But we do need date and time and location. Date, time, location, date, time, location. See, as a teacher, we repeat in order to memorize. Walsh and Nelson are on here. However, you can still pick anyone. We're working on getting a drop down for our context description and for who we select here. But for now, you can pick anyone. So I have PBIS disrespect. I want it to go to the PBIS committee. I have changed the date and the time of the incident. I have selected any of these members. Under context, I'm going to click during school hours. Context description, this is a little newer than last year. Or different, I'm sorry, newer. Sorry, language arts peeps. So this is a little different than last year. Here is where you're going to put the 4 R's. Okay? So I'm going to be specific and I'm going to write respecting others. If you are in a rush, I have been asked, yes, it is okay to write this. You can write RO, RS, RL, or R, whatever one I'm forgetting, property, RP. Okay, so this person, whoever, PBIS, I want PBIS to see it. I have time and date. Context description is respecting others. This happened in the hallway, I noticed, and it happened in C Hall. So this location description is optional, but it helps us to be more specific. So if you were to pick classroom, this is where you'd write a specific classroom, restroom, maybe what hallway it was in, etc., etc. The details is where I'm going to put briefly what happened. Was caught, we're going to put pushing because I can spell that better than other words. Student was caught pushing another student forcefully. Oh, hey. In the hallway. Okay, I kept names out of it. You can put the offender's name, but we are going to do that later, so it is not needed. Kept it brief. We can find out details at another time. So I'm going to leave this here really quickly for you to look at. PBIS means committee, date, time, selection. Context description is where you're going to write the 4 R's, location, specified, and what happened. Now I'm happy with that. I'm going to click add event participant. And this is where event type, you can be very specific, or my favorite, because again, I already wrote a bunch of stuff on there to detail it. I just click behavior. But you can do whatever floats your boat. Yep, I just said floats your boat. And then it was that Nelson, that Darren guy. He has been an issue this school year. Okay, our interventions, we want to address his behavior. It's very common and C Hall has been a problem. So I'm going to push save draft. And then here is where you submit. Okay, so this is where you click submit to save it. A couple things that I have been asked, because I know this is time consuming, suggestions from staff members are kind of to keep a list and enter them at a different time quickly of what happened. Just remember to document the location and time. Because we look at these once a month. The PBIS ones we look at once a month, so it does not need to be filled out immediately. Okay, so please feel free to keep a list. Feel free to email me quickly and I will gladly enter it for you. We don't need to know who entered it. We really want to focus on where, when, why, what's the issue, what's the concern, how can we address it. Then the PBIS committee will open these form charts, data tables, and we can say things like, from 2 to 3 in E Hall has been a behavior concern for respecting others, so we need to address this as a school. So our long-term changes, you will see more later in the year and next year, but we appreciate your help, and this is the start of our PBIS initiative. I appreciate you guys being a team and being so supportive and helping our students and our climate of our school be as positive and proactive as possible. Keep handing out those rater recognition forms. I've heard amazing things. I did my first thing on Thursdays and it was awesome. And don't forget the staff ones too. I appreciate you, Oatman family. Thanks for listening.